Do you want to be able to read minds? Do you want some beginners basics into mentalism? If the answer is yes and you're watching this video, please stay tuned into your first tutorial mentalism trick here on Merlin Magic. So before we start this video, I'll give you 3 seconds. That's it, 3, 2, 1, subscribe. If you're not subscribed now, you're going to miss out on loads of cool mentalism. So I've got my assistant here for the first time for this trick because I need a spectator so you can see how powerful this trick is. This is a mentalism trick where I've got 9 cards here. Can be any 9 cards, ace through to 9 of hearts. So this trick involves my spectator here. She's going to randomly generate a sequence of numbers, and as you see here, I've got a prediction on what that sequence is going to end up as. So that is the trick, and let's get into the performance. So what we've got here is 9 cards, ace through to 9. So I'm just going to go through with this. If you say down, hang on, let's just check, yeah. If you say down, I will place the card down like that so the spectators can see it. If you say swap, I will swap them like that. So again, that changes the sequence of the order. So again, you can say down, or you can swap, and again, see the 6 there, or swap it over. So you can go down, and of course there you can swap. So that's the idea. Do you understand so far?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do this as many times as you want so everything's fair and clean. You can see where my hands are. There's no funny business going on. I've got another person here to make sure that everything's clean and fair. So, okay, do you want down or do you want swap?
Down.
So place the first one down.
Swap.
There we go, swap. Everything's fair, you can see on camera.
Swap.
Swap. And just as we're doing this, we haven't set anything up.
No.
Not that this would help me work out what the sequence is, but just for the benefit of the viewers at home, we've not pre-arranged anything. This is all just live, and she's free to choose any sequence she wants, and she can do this a number of times. It's up to her when we stop this trick. So we'll continue now. So what would you like next?
Down.
Down. Got 3 left, so what do you want to do here?
Down and swap.
Down and swap. Are you happy there that you come to a randomly generated number?
Yep.
Okay, so here everything's fair. I've got no extra cards. We've now come to a random number. And now this piece of paper has been here throughout the whole trick, has it not?
Yeah.
So we're now going to see what you've landed on. So you can see ace, 3, 2, 4, 6, 5, 7, 9, and 8. And before this trick started, so we've got ace, 3, 2, 4, 6, 5, 7, 9, 8. So we've got 9 numbers here. And for all the different possibilities, I've got about a 1 in a 3,000 chance of getting this right due to probability. But before this trick started, I did, of course, write down a prediction. Could you just read that out for the benefit of the camera?
Ace, 3, 2, 4, 6, 5, 7, 9, 8.
And again, just so the camera can see, that's the only thing I've got written down here. And that, of course, is what we've got down here in cards, which is ace, 3, 2, 4, 6, 5, 7, 9, 8. So that is the trick. It looks really cool. It looks like something you'd see in a DERREN Brown show, but let me let you in on a little secret. This is a basic mentalism trick which gets fantastic reactions when you do it. There's very little preparation involved, so now we're going to get through to the tutorial. So if you enjoyed the trick, stay tuned to see how it's done. So in order for this, you need something. You can either use cards or post-it notes like I did during the performance. And what you do beforehand is you make sure you have them in order. So ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can use any suit, it doesn't matter. I just chose hearts today, as long as you've got an ace through to 9. So all you do is you put them in order, ace through to 9, and you show your spectator that is what it is. You show them. And then for this trick, it's a psychological principle, because when you're telling the audience that you've got a free choice in down and swap, they think that's going to alter the outcome of the sequence. But if I just show you here, if I go down, then swap, then down, down, swap, swap, you'd expect it to be at a different sequence, wouldn't you? But in actual fact, it is still ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because all you're doing is, when you say down, you're putting the 9 down. Then you're saying you're going to swap. So with here, as you swap, you're actually still putting down the same number as you would have done if you'd said down. So that's how the trick works. But in order, if you want it to look impressive, if you want to actually change the sequence, this is what you do. Because obviously if you put down the same card as you start with, there's not much of a trick, and they'd probably work out how this is done. So for this, when you go through, you put them face up rather than doing it face down in the performance like that, which doesn't alter the sequence. If you do it face up, we say you can either put a card down, so that's the ace, or you can swap them. And when you show them the motion of swapping, you do that so it actually really has swapped. So you now got the ace, 3, 2. Then you show them again. It's just the instructions for the spectator, but it's actually setting up the trick for you. So you can say down, then the 4 goes down, or you can swap like that, and the 6 goes on top of the 5, or you can go down, which then the 7 goes down, and again, you've got the 2, you've got the 8 and the 9, whereas you want the 9 to go down first, so that's when you say you swap it, and it goes down, and that is the trick, because then if you look, hang on, let's try and get a better angle of this. You've now, can you pick this up on camera? Actually, could you just take the camera? After doing them instructions, you've now actually arrived at your prediction, the ace, 3, 2, 4, 6, 5, 7, 9, 8. Okay, and then from now on, when you go through to the performance, you do the same, but make sure you do it face down, because then that doesn't alter the sequence you've just created, which is, of course, which you've written down earlier. So that is how the trick works, and it gives off really good reactions. If you want to say, I want to do something, I want to try and read your mind, or if I want to do some kind of mentalism, it's a really cool beginner's mentalism trick which will have audience members fooled, and also magicians. I've personally performed this to other magicians in clubs, and they haven't actually been able to work out how I've done it, because it's so simple and so deceptive, it will fool 99% of the population when you try it. So yeah, just go ahead, if you haven't already, get yourself a pack of cards, rewind the video, and go through the steps with your cards in time with me, and you'll be able to have a really cool first mentalism trick. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, I'm going to be starting a Mentalism Monday. So this is the first trick in the Mentalism series. So if you really enjoyed this, just comment down below and just like the video, just to show that I should continue doing these mentalism tricks. I will be following this up with a coin, some coin tricks tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Just make sure your notification bells are on. And that is also to make sure you practice, 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 and you too will be a great magician like the ones you see on TV. So that is the trick, and that is all for today's video. Stay safe, and thanks for watching.